I filmed every Circle 2 putt that I made for an entire month. Did I improve? Let's find out. Before we get into this, about 94% of you are watching this content but not subscribed, so if you could subscribe, it would really mean a lot to me. Also, if you really enjoy news, highlights, and overall just disc golf content, you will definitely get that here, so make sure to subscribe to stay up to date. So by no means is this the most scientific process. I kind of just winged it. I just wanted to get out in the field, get some putting in, really get to see how much improvement I could make. And I know it's not quantifiable, but I really like to see the form and look of my putts, which you definitely can see through this. So it's fair to say that my putting is by far the worst part of my game. And I think you'll notice that I have a very lofty, floaty putt, and it definitely has some wobble to it. So I'm kind of hoping through this experiment, you'll get to see hopefully a more consistent, more reliable flight to my putts. Definitely not guaranteeing that. But I really like to experiment with different things while I'm just trying to practice my putting. I really seem to, even when I make my putts, I will move to the side, and that really seems to be bad form, but I can't really stop myself from doing it. So here we see I'm just kind of like experimenting with the step putt, trying to get like a feel for it. And the more that I do it, the more it just feels natural. But I do still like that consistency when I'm just trying to putt with a totally nose up, no movement, nothing in my legs, just a little bit of a back leg movement, because that seems to just feel natural, but it definitely doesn't give me the power that other shots do. So here you can kind of see that I'm looking kind of like Adam Hammis with my like very wrist-filled spin putt. It certainly doesn't come out nearly as smooth as Adam, but I'm definitely trying to get like that form and feel for a powerful putt that still comes out smooth, but I can generate a lot of spin on that very last second where it comes out. Also, I make the funniest faces, so I'm certain that this looks ridiculous if you really look at my face, but we're not looking at my face. Look at these putts. These putts are freaking fire. So this is my second session, and I am definitely feeling more confident. You can see I'm not doing a step putt. I'm kind of just doing a smooth up and down motion. It gets like right up to the basket. This is still probably like 35, 36 feet. So this is definitely outside circle. And I wouldn't say that I'm loving that like hard hyzer out of my hand, because I'm definitely going for like an anhyzer that floats up to the basket. But it still is feeling pretty natural, pretty repeatable. And that is really what I'm looking for. And then here I'm trying to get different angles coming back. Obviously this isn't like the most amount of distance. This is probably 25, 20. But I like to imagine that it's outside circle because I seem to do better if I think it's a tougher putt than it actually is. Just trying to get like a 15-footer, get right up in it, because I will definitely miss these at least once, maybe twice a tournament, so it's good to get those in. Then here I was very, very surprised. This is about a 45, 50-footer, and I was getting them with like 20-ish% accuracy, and I by no means get that in any tournament. So getting that nice feel with a step putt just feels really good. Then here I was doing a full step putt basically the entire time I was on the pavement, and it was coming out clean. So I think there's definitely something to be said with repetition. Get out in the field, keep practicing, because if you get that nice feel, you can start to really incorporate your distance putts in an actual tournament. And you can see that I'm not even really putting too much power on it. Just a nice lofty spin putt. And here I'm trying to not do the step putt, which you can definitely see it gets a little bit lower on the basket, but it still is coming out pretty clean, hitting dead center. And I think I'm just kind of in the zone too. Early in these sessions, I seem to be doing a lot better. Later in the sessions, I think I kind of force a little bit and I'm just not as clean. Here I'm just banging them with my step putt. I think I actually had an entire set where I hit all 6. And if there's ever a session where I'm hitting 6 outside circle putts, then I'm feeling pretty good. Obviously, this is like the Nico syndrome. You might be feeling like you're a rock star in practice, but then you actually get to the course and you lose all sense of confidence. And obviously there's no elevation with these putts. And that's also something that you really have to practice on, that you cannot do in practice. And then here we get to the final set. I think this is definitely the most indicative of positive improvement. I'm kind of just throwing the exact same putt that I'm going for, but without too much degree of variance. I'm getting mostly dead center. If I'm not getting dead center, I'm hitting like a little bit left and it bounces out. Also, these putters are all very different. Before I was using just Judges basically and maybe a couple Wardens. Here I'm bringing out all my putters, and it still feels like it's coming out mostly like how I want it to. So I think there's definitely improvements to be made by just getting out in the field, repeating your process over and over. And then when it comes to crunch time, you'll know, oh yeah, I got this putt. I think so few people actually get out in the field or get out in their backyard and just putt and putt and putt. But that is by far the biggest thing you can do to lose like probably 5 strokes in an entire tournament. Like 1 stroke a round is definitely possible if you just nail your putts. Here I just have like a compilation of hit my like 15 footers after an entire round of practicing. Just notice that they feel natural, they feel good, but I guarantee you people in my divisions are missing these putts at least once a tournament. So getting this practice from Circle 2, but then also coming back to the more real 15 footers is still super crucial to building out your whole game. Maybe not the most exciting, but it's definitely something that you need to do before a tournament round or anything like that, so you have that repetition and that you're ready to go when it comes to crunch time. Thank you for watching. Wild Runs signing out. Peace.